And we are live. What is up, everybody? Pistons get their first win of the regular season. I'm here to talk about it. I was supposed to do a stream earlier, but then I saw everything King was about to stream, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna get all the views. I ain't about to stream, but I'm here to talk about it now. The Pistons got their first win, and I'm extremely happy. I saw a lot of things on social media, a lot of things about Cade, positive and negative, but I'm here to talk about it. I'm gonna put out a full video tomorrow, giving my full thoughts, but I just wanted to get on here quickly and chat with y'all to see what you guys think about the game. You got a link to the game. You should have hit me up earlier, man. You put that in the chat at 7:00. I would have gave it to you, but you texted it too late. Slow motor Cade and Killian, the Pistons are really stinking up the court. They suck. Well, the Pistons won, but as far as slow motor Cade and Killian, I guess we could talk about those guys actually tonight. Cade Cunningham, he finished with 2.7 rebounds and 2 assists, and he basically played to the level that I expected. He didn't practice with the Pistons until yesterday. No chemistry with the guys on the court, and getting 7 rebounds actually is pretty good for him. So Cade, he played to the level that I expected from him. And then as far as Killian goes, again, Killian, it's just an inconsistent game. Well, not a bad game, I mean. He's just inconsistent with his play right now. He has his games where he's really good, and then he has his games like tonight. So as far as those two guys go, I mean, I'm not giving up on them because you've clearly given up on them. And I'm looking forward to see what they can do in the future as they develop chemistry with each other. Just stop posting chats. You clearly are a show. If they suck, stop watching them and stop posting them here. I mean, DeLance, we know what he is. He's a Pistons hater, a Pistons troll. You don't got to worry too much about him. Let me see. So glad we put Killian, the Pistons, and Slow Motor Cade on the bench where they belong, and we got the win. Okay, bro. Hey, Joe, can't watch the game today. Could you make a little resume before the comments, please? Resume. I guess you mean like a little recap, I guess. Basically, in this ball game, it was back and forth for the most part in the first and second quarter. And in that third quarter, that's when Franz Wagner and Mo Wagner, that's when they got off a bit. The Magic started to pull away. But then in the fourth quarter, the bench mob of Corey Joseph, Kelly Olynyk, Josh Jackson, Sadiq Bey as well, they all brought it back, and the Pistons started to score the ball really well. Our shot started to fall, and then we won the ball game. So that's basically a recap of it. Orlando isn't a good team. I'll be real, bro. Yeah, as I expected. That's why I kept on saying the Pistons would start out the season 0-4, and then we would get our first win against the Magic because they're similar to us without Cade Cunningham. That's basically what the Orlando Magic are right now. Without Vucevic, they traded him away last year, obviously. Without him, the Magic, they don't really have much. So, they have a few young players that I really like. Cole Anthony, we can see what Mo Bamba does this year as he steps into a bigger role. But yeah, the Magic, they're not a good ball team, and that's why we beat them tonight. And then also, let's give a little bit of respect to them because they did have a solid defensive game. And Wagner, both of the Wagner brothers, they were knocking down their shots in the third quarter. So I do give the Magic a little bit of respect, but for the most part, they're not a good basketball team. Sorry, couldn't come on your pregame if you did one. No, I didn't do a pregame video. Let's go. What's up, John? First W of the season. Michigan State, they beat our freaking U of M, so that was unfortunate, but I'm still happy, man. Pistons, Cade Cunningham came back. We got our first win. Only 5 points between the two bust slow motor Cade and Killian, the Pistons, to the G League with those two bums. Okay, you continuing with your trolling. I'm not mad with Cade's debut. I mean, it's expected. I expected Cade to play exactly like he did. No practice with the team until yesterday. No chemistry at all. Just overall hasn't played with these guys. Hasn't played since the preseason. Expected that from Cade. He's going to improve in the future. I'm not worried about him at all. Casey is pissing me off, not going to lie. I mean, since the first game of the season, he was kind of irritating me, but it's all good now. Casey, I like him. He has his moments where he, irritates me, but at the same time, we saw what he did in Toronto, and hopefully he can continue with this coaching staff, John Beilein and the rest of the guys to, help and develop this team in the future. So for now, I'm cool with keeping Casey, and I know he pisses me off too sometimes, but overall, I'm happy with him. Change your banner before I slap you. I'm planning on doing it when I get to 4,000 subscribers. I'm gonna change it then. Let me see. Yes, sir. Loving Kelly. Yeah, Kelly Olynyk this entire regular season so far is living up to that contract, man. I really like Kelly Olynyk. He is literally like a point guard in a center's body, like the way that he plays the game, or not a point guard, like a small forward in the center's body. Kelly Olynyk, I really like the way he plays, man. Really do. I don't give a F if Cade scores 2 points, 10, 100, 1,000. I mean, 10,000. I won't consider him a bust like these trolls from other teams. What's good, my boy? What's up, Reese Rolex? The Magic are ass. Yeah, I mean, they are good defensively, but for the most part, the Magic, they're not really a good basketball team. That defense, though, yeah. In that fourth quarter, we really started to clutch it up, man. Offensively and defensively, our shots started to fall, and we started to really, force turnovers for the Orlando Magic. So, really good ball game, man, for the Pistons. Cade Cunningham came out and played Detroit basketball. Yes, sir. It was that play where he was guarding, I think it was Franz Wagner, where they both basically tied up and Cade fell on the floor and they dived for the ball. And then the crowd really got amped and started cheering. So, yeah, the defense for Cade tonight already at a really high level. Pistons fans from New York, thank you, Reese for, I said Reese Rolex for being a Pistons fan all the way out there. I know they got the Knicks and the Nets, and I would assume that most people that are probably a fan of one of those teams. But I appreciate you for, showing the love to, the Detroit Pistons. One of my homies captioned his IG photo. Even Buzz Lightyear knows how. What the heck, bro? What the heck, man? I ain't even about to read the rest of that, man. How about them Canadians, eh? You talking about the Red Wings? They playing tonight? I saw the notifications on my phone, but I was focusing on, Cade and the Pistons tonight, especially after Michigan lost. I was like, all right, let me just focus on basketball. Let me focus on the Pistons. Why isn't Diallo getting any minutes? Diallo, he's off to a slow start this season in the first 4 games, and then tonight, as you said, not getting many minutes. So I don't know. I guess it's just they're relying on Josh Jackson right now. Josh Jackson is playing better. In a few minutes that Diallo has played, and then you compare him to the minutes that Josh Jackson has played, Josh Jackson right now is the better player. So I guess you could say that the reason why they're doing that is because in the starting role, you either are going to have Cade or Killian being the 2 guard. And then off the bench, they're going with Josh Jackson. And then after that, there's not really many more minutes to give around to someone like Diallo right now. So I guess that's the reason why. But I do hope that somehow Casey does find a way in the future to get Diallo more minutes because he does have talent. We did re-sign him this offseason for a reason. So I'm hoping to see him soon. LaMelo scores 0 in his debut. Cade will bounce back tomorrow. Lucas, exactly. Not just Cade. Not just LaMelo. You think about Zion Williamson as well. Zion Williamson played terrible in his NBA debut until that fourth quarter that we all know that he hit multiple 3-pointers and, really picked it up in the fourth. So Zion, LaMelo, I'm sure there are other guys I'm not thinking of right now who have had terrible NBA debuts and then picked it up later down the line in their career. Let me think of another guy. Trae Young. I don't know about his NBA debut, but his rookie season as a whole, the first half before the All-Star break, Trae Young's rookie season was pretty bad. And then he picked it up in the second half, and then we know what Trae Young is right now. So please, for anybody who was concerned about tonight's performance, don't worry about it at all. Many past players in the NBA have had terrible, just trash games for their NBA debuts, trash regular seasons for their rookie year. So please just chill on Cade if anybody's concerned about him at all. I'm not worried at all, in my personal opinion. I'm not even mad at Cade's first NBA game. Yeah, not at all. I first thought we were gonna lose when they took the lead. Yeah, for a minute I kind of was worried that they was gonna win the game when Franz hit a 3 and then his brother Mo Wagner hit 3s. I was like, oh shoot, the Magic, they about to go on a run. But in that late in the third, and then in that fourth quarter, that's when the Pistons really picked it up, man. What's up, Tony Porter? W, yes, sir. Darko had a slow start too. Cade will pick it up and get to his level soon. You funny, Mike. You funny, bro. Let me see. Man, is it me or are you tired of Corey Joseph? I will be glad. I will be glad when the minutes restrictions is over for Cade Nets tomorrow. As far as Corey Joseph goes, I like Corey Joseph, but I can agree that I want him to have a more reduced role, if you will. For example, I don't know how many minutes he got tonight, but let's say he played 20 minutes on a game. I would want it to get reduced down at least 8 minutes. Give him like 12 minutes per night out of Corey Joseph or fewer. Give more minutes to Cade, give more minutes to Killian. Once they take away the minutes restrictions, that's when we should hopefully see less of Corey Joseph. So I do like Corey, but I can agree that I want him to get a slightly reduced role on the team. What's up, Josh Johnson? The Magic tanked. It was clear. Yeah, I feel that definitely. They need a lot of talent to help that team out. I was neutral. The MSU game. Yeah. Well, let's not talk about that right now. This game really it irritated me earlier. I don't want to talk about it too much. And then immediately the next comment says, "Bro, that game was insane. That Michigan State comeback insane." I don't want to talk about that game right now. Let's talk about Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons because that game massively irritated me when I seen it earlier. Let me see. The Pistons won like Pistons tonight. You're a recent subscriber actually, Dub313. I saw you commented like 2 or 3 days ago, and you said you were new to the channel, so I appreciate you for being here. Don't ever compare Cade to Darko. I think my man's Michael. He was just joking with that. Let me see. Cade was rusty, but I noticed Jeremy did. Your comment got cut off, I guess. Let me see. Is it fair to look at them as traditional point guards when they're not? There's always there's going to be a difference until team is built around them correctly. Well, right now I don't really view them necessarily as like point guards or shooting guards. I just view them as versatile players, Cade and Killian. I mean, I guess if you want to specifically put them in a category, right now Killian is the point guard and Cade is like the two. But just in general, I view them as just versatile, positionless players right now. Casey is a terrible coach, just like Killian and Cade are terrible. Okay. Kelly Olynyk is a steal. Yeah, Kelly is definitely living up to that contract right now. Olynyk is that beast. Yes, sir. Kelly Olynyk is playing really well so far this regular season. Cade had how many points? Cade, he only had 2 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists on the night. And back to that point that I was just talking about, not that. Back to the point with the I don't see them as guards. Right now they don't really have bona fide roles on the team, and I kind of like that at this current moment in time because sometimes you can give Killian the ball and he can do his thing and let Cade play off the ball, or you can reverse it around, let Cade do his thing, and then let Killian play off the ball. So I kind of like that, at this current moment in time. I do think eventually down the line, a few years from now, they will have defined roles as who's going to be the point guard and who's going to be the shooting guard. But right now, I really do like how, both of them, they can play either position, I like it currently. Let me see. Yo, we need K in there. Casey is tripping. Yeah, it's just the minutes restrictions thing. Tonight, it didn't really feel like he needed it, honestly, because, thinking about Zion, his first game, he deserved to have minutes restrictions. Like, Zion did not look good when he first came out. But Cade tonight, he looked healthy. He didn't appear to be a step behind or anything like that. He was rusty, obviously, but in terms of physically, he looked up to speed, from my view at least. So I do expect very, very soon for those minutes restrictions to go away. Cade gonna be good. Yeah, man. Definitely. Absolutely, man. Killian Hayes groupie fans are gonna be restless tonight with their panties all bunched up in a hot mess. As Pistons coach Casey didn't let their idol, aka NBA bust Killian, play in the fourth quarter. I haven't seen Luka. Wait, I haven't seen Luka this loud before. Oh, I think you mean the LCA. I think you're talking about the Pistons arena. Yeah, the fans, they were pretty loud, especially when Cade, like every time he touched the ball, the fans started cheering, which is cool to see. I love seeing my city, be happy and have fun with sports. Even, as much as I don't want to talk about this game, seeing Michigan fans just be happy about sports is very cool to see. Cade can't win Rookie of the Year if we use him like this. It's his first game. Trust and believe. He has a really high chance to win Rookie of the Year. Cade's first game went as expected. Let him gain more confidence and feel the speed of the game, of the NBA game. He'll be great. Yeah, this game, exactly as I expected. Rusty, slow start for Cade, but he did show a little bit of moments here and there. The rebounding tonight for him, really good. As I said earlier, 7 rebounds on the night for Cade Cunningham. So, yeah, I completely agree with you, man. Just expected that type of game from him. Didn't like our turnovers, but I like the pace we played at. Yeah, as well. I didn't like the turnovers, but in fact, something that was struggling for the Pistons was the shooting and the turnovers for the first 4 games of the regular season. And tonight, the turnovers are still kind of an issue, but at least the shooting is now here. Guys are really starting to knock down their shots really in that late in the third and in that fourth quarter. Guys were knocking down their 3-pointers. So I'm happy that, slowly but surely, we're really starting to get into form, I guess you could say, in this regular season. That fourth quarter, the Magic brought out all their starters. That's when we started winning. Yeah. And it was our bench mob for the most part who really, went against the Magic starters. So that was good to see. Does anyone know why Saban ain't playing? Well, you got to think about it like this. He's going to be behind Killian. He's going to be behind Cade. He's going to be behind Corey Joseph as well. So that's why he's not playing. Casey, he's deciding to go with those guys right now. The chemistry of the Pistons, Canadian connection. Cade, Bay, Grant, Kelly, Stewart will be a good starting lineup. Let me see. I like that lineup, but the problem with it is that there's no Killian Hayes, and I want to see more from him. So, not trolling when I say this, but can we please bench Killian and start Lee? No, Saban Lee is not ready to be a starter right now. At best, he could find a role for himself on the bench right now, but starting, absolutely not. Saban Lee is not ready to be a starter. The Pistons listen to the Rocks rap verse pregame. That's funny. Diallo on the bench because he can't shoot a jump shot. That is true. Hamidou Diallo, he does focus on attacking to the hole and trying to score layups and driving inside. And he's not really focusing on, well, it's not that he's not focusing. It's just he's not a good three-point shooter right now. But I do expect to see him eventually get more minutes. A $5 donation from Pound of Pavement. Why Cade look like an albino with downs on that insurance commercial? I did not know Kelly was that dope. It's funny that you said that because I was actually in my video that I posted on a G League video. I was actually going to use that commercial, but I didn't want to get copyrighted, so I didn't put it in the video. But Kelly, yeah, you guys should have known last year he averaged 20 points for the Houston Rockets and he played really well for them. Now, obviously, he's not going to put up 20 a night on the Pistons, but what you're seeing tonight out of Kelly Olynyk and the previous games out of Kelly Olynyk is what I'm expecting from him in the future with the Pistons. I really do like the game out of him, and I love the contract that we got on him right now. And again, thank you for the $5 donation. I truly appreciate that. Kelly, Trey, and Corey are Canadian. Yeah, that's kind of weird that we have that many Canadians on the team. And especially with a lot of Michigan fans, well, not Michigan, but a lot of people from Canada and Toronto, they come to Pistons games whenever we play the Raptors. So I'm expecting if we play the Raptors soon, we should see in the LCA at least. Those guys should probably get a lot of cheers, actually. He's talking about Olynyk, Lyles. Yep, I got it. Finally, we're shooting the three efficiently. Yeah. Finally, after all these games where the shots were just not falling, finally tonight, guys were hitting their three-pointers, which is good to see, man. Yes, please stick a fork in the Killian project. It's already failed. No, Killian Hayes is going to be really good for the Pistons in the future. It's just going to take time for him to grow. How did Cunningham look? Cade, he looked about as good as I expected from him. Rust, just absolute rust. Hasn't played basketball in a very long time with the Pistons, and he'll pick it up eventually. Just a rough night for him in terms of scoring the ball, but he rebounded pretty well. He was playmaking for the Pistons. And overall, I was pretty, pleased, I guess you could say, with the performance. It's just as I expected from him, man. Let me see. I really hope people ain't giving up on Cade already. I mean, the people who giving up on Cade and Killian already are the same people who didn't believe in those guys to begin with. Kobe, he scored 0. Really? Kobe Bryant scored 0 in his NBA debut. Wasn't he 17 years old? Well, he was either 17 or 18 years old in his NBA, in his rookie season, because I know that for a fact because I remember they were comparing him to Devin Booker, and they were talking about how young they were when they both came into the NBA. But that's an interesting stat to know that Kobe also scored 0 in his rookie debut. I was talking about Kelly, Trey, Canadians. Yeah, I got it now. I'm not even worried about Cade. He barely played. Yep, me too. I'm not worried about him. There are 3 veterans on the Canadian national team on the Pistons. Cade had a lot of boards and should have had a lot of boards, but his defense on Suggs, he locked him up. Yeah, Cade Cunningham defense tonight was pretty solid. Killian is going to average 20%, 20% field goal for this season. That's kind of funny. I'm very impressed with Cade. Great upside, defense and playmaking. Shooting needs some work, but that will come with time. Yeah, Cade Cunningham's. I don't know why I keep saying Cade's Cunningham. It's Cade Cunningham. I don't know why I keep saying that, but yeah. In terms of his shooting, he shot 40% from the 3-point line in college, and then in that Nets game, if you guys remember, in the summer league, he shot 7 for 10 from the 3-point line. So tonight, just rust. He'll get it eventually. Do not worry about Cade Cunningham's 3-point shooting. He will knock down his shots eventually. Cade came out rebounding like a Piston. Absolutely, man. 7 rebounds in the night, and he didn't even play that many minutes in a short amount of time. 7 rebounds. Bro, Cade is already in TV commercials. I saw him in one. You know, it's funny on draft night. Cade, it's not on draft night. The day after draft night, Cade immediately on his Instagram page posted like 5 different like sponsorships and commercials immediately. So Cade, he was ready as soon as he got drafted to get paid and get that money and be in commercials and stuff. Damn, Cade is a bum. Nah, it was just a rusty night for him. I mean, Jalen Green, he's had his fair share of struggles as well. Where's the next comment? I'm sorry, my screen just froze on me for a second. Did Grant play tonight? Yeah, Jeremy Grant. I think he led us in scoring actually tonight. I may be wrong about that. I don't have the stats in front of me, but yes, Jeremy Grant did play tonight. Corey literally airball a layup when Grant gave him the pass. Let me see. Elton Cross, thank you for the $5 donation. While the haters are out there coming down on Killian, how about his defense on Cole Anthony tonight? That boy was locked up. Yeah, man. Killian and Cade, the defensive potential of those two in the future, the backcourt of those two, thinking about them two, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart in the future, talking about defensively. Oh my God, my brain. If anybody watches anime, my brain trembles. Like, just think about that in the future. The defensive potential of our guys is really, really exciting. And again, thank you for the $5 donation, Elton Cross. Once Cade gets the minutes, he will be fine. Suggs was coming in averaging 18. Yep, it's just gonna take time, man, for chemistry and everything to build. Cade Cunningham is gonna pick it up. So I don't know why let me throw this hat over there, okay? Let's not talk about them anymore, all right? That game irritated me so much, the Michigan and Michigan State game. I think Cade's ankle is still bugging him, or he would have played more. I mean, maybe, but overall for me tonight, in terms of physically for Cade tonight, he didn't look like he had any injury or any issues with this ankle at all. It was just rust. That's what it looked like to me. You are right. Cole was averaging 18 and Killian played him tough on defense. And again, for anybody who's new to any of my live streams, I stutter a lot when it comes to reading comments on live streams because it's pretty hard to do that. So excuse me for my stuttering. It's just hard to read comments and pronounce them correctly. Cade needs to be the primary ball handler. I mean, they'll develop that in the future. Well, not develop. They'll define that in the future. They'll know who's going to be the top guy who's going to play the 1 or the 2 between him and Killian. It was clear the Magic were struggling. Their leading scorer was Carter Jr. Killian defense is locked down. Joe, I hate to say it, we're probably going 1-3 or 0-4 the next games. Yeah, don't we play like the Bucks and then the Brooklyn Nets? I have to look at our schedule again, but our schedule early on in the season is pretty rough, man. Let me see. Don't even read that dude's hate comments. He is clearly not a Pistons fan. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Delance, he's a troll. Do not worry about him. Don't even get into arguments with that guy. He hates the Pistons. He's a troll. He constantly comes and says, "Buzz Cade." He says negative things about Killian Hayes as well. Negative things about me. Just ignore that guy, okay? Cade first game, he played pretty good for his first game. Yep. Our first W of the season. Ignore Cade's stat sheet. Orlando were scrambling and conscious of his presence, which helped the team perform, getting easy buckets and looks. And Rocky, also something that I forgot to mention, which was irritating me actually in that fourth quarter. Am I the only one who noticed how many times they were double teaming Cade Cunningham? Like, oh my gosh, like it felt like every time Cade got the ball, they would just send two defenders on him. Like it was very frustrating. The zone defense that the Orlando Magic had, just very frustrating to watch. So I guess I do give the Magic their props defensively. They do have a solid defensive team down there, even though they lost tonight and they're going to lose many games this regular season. I do give them their credit defensively. Killian did look more comfortable. I think having another ball handler in the game gave him confidence. We do much better without Hayes. Do we do better without Killian? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know about that. I'd have to, rewatch more of the games. I did a film analysis video on him if you haven't seen it. I posted it like 3 or 4 days ago. I'm not happy with the rotations. I don't feel like Cade should always come in with Killian. So you want to see those two guys handle the ball like separately, have one of them be a point guard in their own, unit. I guess that's what you're going for. Okay, the Pistons show is back. The Pistons will lose the next 10 games with slow motor Cade and Killian, the Pistons in the starting lineup. Yep, continue with your trolling, man. That's one thing about Killian. His D is top notch. That sounded so sus. That sounded so sus, bro. Oh my god, somebody's gonna clip that and make me sound terrible. Don't. That's one thing about Killian. His defense is top notch. That's funny as heck. I said, let's just read the next comment, man. Rome wasn't built in a day. They didn't have enough Red Bull. Similar for the Pistons, they need time to be successful. And Red Bull, that is funny as heck, man. If anybody picks up on that, you understand why that's so funny. Let me see. The one Casey, I'm telling my coaches we're coaching to win every possession. They play win every possession basketball tonight, as Casey described. Yeah, especially towards that late in the third, early in the fourth quarter. That's when they really started, possession by possession. We were really defeating the Magic. Like they would miss a shot, and then we would come down, hit a 3-pointer. They would miss another shot, and then we would come down the court again and hit a 3-pointer. So every single possession towards that fourth quarter, in that fourth quarter, that's when the Pistons really started to pile onto the Magic, man. I'm not worried about Killian at all. This is only his 31st game. He's still a rookie to me. Yeah, this is kind of like a rookie season for Killian, honestly. Killian's fan club will admit, yes, he can't shoot and he passes when he's open, but his defense is on point and he's young. Sigh. Well, I'm a Piston. I'm not a Piston. I'm a Killian fan club member, I guess you could say, because I see the potential of him. He's a very solid playmaker, a good passer. He plays defense. He plays defense really well. He rebounds the basketball really well as well. The only thing with him right now that he's missing is 3-pointers right now. Shooting overall and offensive consistency. So I disagree with you, my man Crypto. I really do like Killian as a player. He just lacks offensive consistency and 3-point scoring right now. Bridges for most improved player. Not Bridges, but somebody actually in my comment section said that they see Kelly Olynyk getting like sixth man of the year this year. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but it is interesting to think about. Hopefully Cade can play tomorrow. I think he will. He didn't seem like he had any issues, so I could see him playing again. Stop watching then. Go watch the Lakers or something. Why do you think the Pistons should have who do you think the Pistons should have drafted? They won, bro. What's the problem? 59 bench points, my guy. Yeah, the bench was really solid tonight. At this rate, we will definitely get a lottery pick for next year's draft. That's possibly. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out. I predicted us to get 35 wins, but with Cade, with them possibly sending him out later in the season, with Jeremy Grant possibly getting sat out later in the season, Kelly Olynyk as well. We'll see, what our record is towards the end and where I think we're, going to finish and getting a pick. I'm not a big Killian fan, but nobody cooks him. I'm not a big Killian fan, but nobody cooks him. And yes, he needs to. I don't know what that means. Some could say some could say Cade set the pace for the game. Yeah, I guess you could say that. The energy that he brought to the team tonight, it felt like, in these previous games, like the team played with intensity, but it just felt like they kind of lacked, an extra boost to the team. And with Cade tonight, I just felt so much energy with the team tonight. I can't get a shout out for the dono. I did give you one. It was just my comments. It takes me a really long time to read them because I try to read every single one. So yeah, I read the donation, my guy, definitely. More aggressive, and he can get buckets if he were aggressive. By the way, happy Halloween Eve. Happy Halloween Eve, my man. Josh Jackson is playing good. Yeah, I actually plan on putting out a video comparing Hamidou Diallo and Josh Jackson again. I'm planning on putting it out tomorrow or either 2 days from now. I'll take the comment back. I'm ahead of you. Yeah, man. It's just I try to read every single one of the comments that y'all leave, so that's why it takes me a long time to get to the donations and stuff. Oh shoot, my screen froze. What the heck? My screen is broken. What? Okay, we're back. Thankfully. Let me see. Let me get back down. Okay. I'm never giving up on Killian, but if you've seen today, he had to shoot most of those bad shots. The only thing I'm not a fan of Killian is his eyebrows. Okay. I mean, Killian, I do like his hairstyle though. Like his hair, he be changing it all the time. And then on Instagram, he ain't no Sekou. Like Sekou Doumbouya, if y'all remember, he used to always come to the games with these crazy, stylized outfits and stuff like that. But Killian, he do got some swag to him. Kelly has IQ, high IQ. Kelly is a steal. Killian is a scam. Okay. Right. Throwing up prayer shots to beat the shot clock shouldn't go against them. Yeah. The Orlando Magic defensively tonight they forced a lot of bad shots for us. But again, our bench mob, Kelly Olynyk, Sadiq Bey, Josh Jackson, they really just started to pick it up, man. And we officially have 100 viewers on the night. Thank you for everybody who's currently watching the stream. I don't know if Everything King is streaming right now. If he is, I'm sorry, but thank you for everybody who's currently watching my stream. Glad the Pistons got that first W. Not understanding why Casey not playing Killian in the fourth. The team still shoots too many threes. Nearly half their field goals attempts from three. Cade will be okay. Fans have to be patient. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I understand why they wouldn't play Cade in the fourth because of the minutes restrictions thing, but Killian right now he's not on a minutes restriction, so I don't really understand why he's not getting more minutes in that fourth quarter. Big improvement over Plumlee. Yes. Kelly Olynyk is much better, 1,000 times better than Mason Plumlee, man. Side note, do you see a package for Bradley Beal if we are looking to shop Killian? If the Washington Wizards, if they ever do decide to trade Bradley Beal, they're not going to trade him to the Pistons or any team who are similar to us, because Bradley Beal most likely is going to want to go to a team that is a contender if he ever decided to leave the Washington Wizards. But from my understanding, he loves the Wizards, so I don't really think that Bill would ever, decide to leave them. And if he did, he darn sure wouldn't want to come to the Pistons. What did Cade shoot from the field? I think it was 0 for 7. I don't know. I have to look at the stats again. All I know is that he made 2 points, he had 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Y'all think Cade has a what the heck? Wait, y'all think Cade has a dump trunk? What does that mean? Plumlee wasn't that bad. I mean, he wasn't that bad, but Kelly Olynyk is much better, man. I think there's no argument there. It's weird that Cade debuted on the day that host. Wait, what? I think I get what you're trying to say. Cade Cunningham and Isaiah Thomas, actually, if you guys didn't know, they had the same debut on this very day. Isaiah Thomas, he debuted, what is today? October the 30th. However many years ago that was, what was it, 20, 25, however many years ago that was, Isaiah Thomas debuted on the same day. And I think the Pistons kind of did that on purpose, actually. Dang, I hate when my screen freezes, man. Can't wait to see Kelly Cade and Grant play together. Crypto is a damn troll. He might be. I don't know. He's saying a lot of things, a lot of negative things tonight. But then again, he has said some positive things about other players, so I don't know. Maybe he's just a critic. Was good, but I think Kelly is much better in my opinion. I mean, Mason Plumlee, he was all right. He was decent with the Pistons. He wasn't good on defense, but he was a nice playmaker for us. But I just feel like Kelly Olynyk is just 1,000 times better than Mason Plumlee. Cade shot like 1 for 8. Yeah, it was something like that. Had some nice defensive plays. Also for the Cade haters, if he's so much of a bum, why was Orlando doubling him? Respect. Yeah, especially in that first quarter, man. Every single time Cade got the ball, it just felt like they tried to double team the man. When is Isaiah going to be healthy? I actually don't know about that. I have to do some more research on it, but Isaiah Livers, I hope that he comes back soon because the chemistry of the team is going to be weird. Like if he comes like around the All-Star break, it's going to be like that will mess up the chemistry of the team. Like let's say the Pistons are starting to really grow and develop and learn how to play with each other, and then they throw in Isaiah Livers into the lineup around the All-Star break. That would suck and really kind of disrupt the chemistry of this team. So I hope he comes back soon so that him, Cade, and the whole squad, Killian as well, all of them can just gel with each other so that they don't have to do this and work on this later down the line in the regular season. Bali Sports felt weird without the Go George Blaha. Josh Jackson is a spark. Our third best player. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say like our best player goes like Jeremy Grant, Sadiq. I guess you could try to make the argument for him being our third best player, but I don't know. I have to look at the full roster before I make an assessment like that. Oh, excuse me. I'd much rather see Saban Lee than Corey Joseph. I'd rather see Saban in the G League, man. I don't really see a purpose for him being on the main roster right now, especially if they're not going to play him. What's the point of him being on the main roster right now? I don't really get it. If it was up to me, I would send Saban to the G League, let him play down there, and then later down the line in the regular season, maybe bring him back up if they decide to move on from Corey Joseph and bench him. Then you could bring in someone like Saban Lee. But as of right now, I don't see a purpose for Saban Lee being on this roster. The Motor City Cruise, which is the Pistons G League team, they just started their training camp 4 days ago. So I feel like they should send Saban Lee down there, especially if they're not going to give him any minutes. If he gets rebounds, he's going to be a triple-double machine. Yep. I'm saying Joseph is so slow and small. Laugh out loud. Grant had 22 points, so he was the leading scorer on the night. Okay. One more question. What channel did the Pistons actually come on? I mean, I don't have cable TV, so I don't really know. But if you want to watch the game, you could download Fubo Sports and watch it on there. You can watch it on Crack Streams or NBA League Pass. Those are the main places where you can go to watch the Pistons games. Kobe scored a total of 16 points in his first 5 NBA games. I think Cade will be fine. Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that at all. That's a really interesting stat. So in his first game, Kobe apparently, according to y'all said Kobe has 0 points, and then in his first 5 games has 16 total. That's crazy, man. That's a weird stat. Okay, the Pistons troll is back. How in the world can you talk and have hope in the bum Killian and put down Saban Lee? Well, first off, learn how to spell Saban right before you come after me, my mans. Let me see. Yeah, Rust. Yeah, the night for Cade Cunningham, just Rust. He'll pick it up. He'll pick it up eventually. Is it better to subscribe? Wait, is it better to subscribe YouTube NBA channel? I've never tried actually to watch NBA games like on YouTube before, but if you want to watch it with high quality, just I don't know. I would say just download Fubo Sports and rock with them. Cade got trapped in pick and rolls in his first NBA game. That's respect. Yeah. Every time he touched the ball, they immediately just went after him. So the Orlando Magic, they knew what Cade Cunningham brought to the team, to the Pistons. They tried their best to stop him defensively, and credit to them. They did every single time. They chopped him, double teamed him, putting multiple defenders guarding him intensely. The Orlando Magic, they understand and respect Cade Cunningham already. I stuttered too. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. It's hard speaking and reading multiple comments on the live stream. So I apologize for any time that I stutter on the live stream. I just did it again. I think Killian would be a much better player if he spent less time stylizing his eyebrows. Brandon Cassera, he needs to spend time in the gym working on his brick problems. That's funny, bro. Cade should play the 1. We'll see about that. Cade made great passes tonight. We just weren't hitting his shots. I mean, we just aren't hitting shots. Cade can't wait till Sadiq gets his 3 ball together and we can really get busy. Yeah. Towards that fourth quarter, that's when the guys really start to knock down their 3-pointers. And, throughout the game, they weren't really hitting it. But in that fourth quarter, that's when guys really started to hit them. So I do hope in the future, when Cade passes them the ball, they hit their shots so we can up his assist total, because it should have been much higher than just 2 assists, man. Freak the Bucks, man. We're going to lose 103 to we're going to lose 103-0. Joseph looked good out there. Looks like our point guards good. Got the memo. I mean, Corey Joseph, I know a lot of people are upset with him right now, but he did have a good defensive game tonight. Frank Jackson is more reliable than Killian. Okay, so Crypto, you starting to sound like DeLance right now, man. You are saying a lot of negative things about the Pistons. I mean, I understand if you want to give constructive criticism, but why are you being so negative right now? I mean, it's our first win on the night. Cade Cunningham is back. Why are you being so negative, bro? Cade presents in passing help the Pistons win. Yeah, and if the Pistons start to knock down more shots, his assist total is going up as well. Joseph is better than Killian. Killian, 100% not an NBA player. Dang, we got a lot of Killian criticized. Well, I don't know what word you would use. Killian, I don't know. I don't know what word to use, but a lot of people are against Killian tonight with him. That's what it appears. Y'all talk about the sus thing I said earlier. Yeah, I'll take that back completely. Joe, why are you talking about Killian's Johnson? Huh? Oh, wait, Joe, why are you talking about Killian Johnson? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Killian is a defensive stud. Josh Jackson plays really hard on defense. Josh Jackson plays hard defense on players. Yeah, Josh Jackson is a solid defender. I really like his, the two-way ability of him. He plays both sides of the ball pretty well. I shoot better and I barely play basketball, and I'm not kidding. I mean, in my basketball career, I wasn't a good 3-point shooter as well. So I love the Cade and Killian combo. That's a strong defensive and playmaking presence. They're my presence there. My issue is us not playing Luka more and what's a developmental season. Yeah, right now it's kind of frustrating because, last game, Luka Garza, he scored 6 points in only 5 minutes. And tonight, we didn't see – I don't think we saw Garza at all. I mean, because I stopped watching like the final 30 seconds and I started the live stream. So unless they put him in the final 30 seconds, I don't think Luka Garza played at all tonight. So that is pretty frustrating to see. But I don't know what Casey is going to do. He has to find a way to get more minutes to Garza, because Garza, I believe he has potential to be really solid for this team. I see him as like a mini version, a slightly lesser version of Brook Lopez for us in the future. So it's on Dwayne Casey. He's going to have to find a way to get him more minutes. Yes, sir. I feel like we won a playoff game, Cade. I'm very impressed with. Yeah, the energy in the arena tonight at the LCA, it really did feel like, I don't want to say playoff game, but I don't know. The energy was just different tonight, man. The fans were really, happy to see our guys go. Josh Jackson balling. Yep. I don't get Corey Joseph playing so many minutes in the fourth. I don't get it either, man. I really don't understand it. Because Killian, as I said earlier, I understand Cade not playing in the fourth quarter because of minutes restrictions. But Killian not playing in the fourth quarter, it doesn't really make sense to me. I don't really understand it. I play Luka Garza over giving Trey Lyles minutes if we're talking about the future of the Pistons. Yeah, man. That's a good point right there. I mean, late in the fourth quarter, this season is not about winning basketball games. When you put in someone like Trey Lyles in the fourth quarter, that is a move to win the ball game. But that's not what this season is about. This season is about development. So if we're trying to develop this team in the fourth quarter, you should give minutes to Garza, not Trey Lyles, or not. You don't give minutes to Corey Joseph. You give him to Killian Hayes. So right now I don't really understand what they're trying to do. Like, are they trying to make a playoff run, or are they trying to tank and get a top pick? I don't really understand some of the things that Dwayne Casey does, man. Um, Real talk. I suspect many of Killian's groupie fans dream. Oh my god! All right, you are crypto. At first, I thought you were just being a critic, but now it seems like you kind of hating, man. You're being extremely negative, bro. Did Cade play in the fourth quarter? No, he didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. Killian didn't as well. I'm happy Blake Griffin is struggling right now. Yeah, freak Blake Griffin, man. We don't like him over here. Doesn't matter, Deuce. Not gonna be it. In order to win games, you're going to get down, penetrate the bigs. Wait, what? Okay. I thought you were saying something sus for a minute. Second, the defense and shoot whenever you get the chance to do. I don't know because Aiden he be joking around a lot, so I don't know if he's trying to chill right now or if he's being serious. Let me see. What future moves for draft or waivers are you interested in? What future moves for draft? I mean, it's kind of early to be talking about draft talk, so I would say that right now, just let the season play out, and we can talk about that later when the season is finished. Keep getting Cade and Killian on the court together and start actually giving real minutes to Luka. At least 15 minutes a night so he can grow. I mean, 15 minutes is kind of high for Luka, but I think like towards the end of the season, that's where I would love for him to be at. But I would say right now, start him out with like 10 minutes and then slowly build him up, 11 minutes, 12, 13, 14, and then get him towards like 15 towards the end of the regular season. What do you think of lineup? What do you think of a lineup with K, Bay, Grant, Kelly, and Stewart, Killian getting starter like minutes still and leading the second unit? I mean, on occasion, every other night, I would like that, but just in general, for the majority of the games, I want to see Killian in the starting role. Rest of team solid, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you mean by the rest of the team. The whole team, for the most part, is pretty solid. I mean, every player on the team, they at least give you something. Like, there's not one player on the team. Like, people are criticizing Corey Joseph, but even him, you could say tonight he gave you something defensively. Trey Lyles, you could say we don't like Trey Lyles, but at the same time, he gives you 3-point scoring on occasion. So for the most part, the entire team at least gives you something. There's not one player on the court like last year where I was like, oh yeah, Jahlil Okafor when he's on the court gives you absolutely nothing, man. There's not one player on this Pistons team who I feel that way about, which is very good. Everyone keeps making fun of Cade, yet he came off an injury and it's his first game. Yeah, he didn't start practicing with the Pistons until yesterday. They have no chemistry at all with him. The Pistons won playing the Pistons way, defense and rebounding. Absolutely, man. When I watch a team like the Heat, it makes me think we have a long way to go. I mean, I think when I think about the Pistons, I think about a team like the Atlanta Hawks because you think about them, their rebuild didn't start, I mean, too long ago. When did Trae Young get drafted? What was it, 2018, 2019, something like that? And then look at them now. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So when I think about the Pistons, I really compare them to a team like the Atlanta Hawks. Cade did well considering him being out for 4 weeks, which is a month. Got 96 people hit the like button. Yeah, man. I don't know how many likes we have right now, but please hit the like button, man. It really helps me in the algorithm. I'm trying to get catch up to everything King, get to 10K. Let me see. Like before comment. Thank you, man, Greg. I appreciate that. Second unit should pair with Josh Jackson and Hamadou. Cade set the tone rebounding, set the pace rebounding, Pistons defense. Yeah, man. Cade Cunningham finished with 7 rebounds in the night, and he didn't even play in the fourth quarter. And if he did, he could have had 10 rebounds in the night in his NBA debut. So, yeah, man, he was really setting a tone out there and really gave us a lot of energy, man. Everyone hit the like button. Yes, man. It really does help me on the algorithm. The hitting the like button does. I knew it. A Killian groupie whining about Killian not playing in the fourth. Crypto, you gotta chill, bro. Like if you keep with because you're getting in that Delance category right now with the negativity, man. Cade had 6 rebounds in his first period. 1 for 8. That's how many. So that's his field goal percentage on the night. Cade Cunningham's. Jackson on fire. I enjoyed watching him last year and this year so far. Super geek. Yeah, man. As far as Josh Jackson goes, it's kind of crazy thinking about his journey so far in the NBA. Excuse me, back when he was on the Phoenix Suns, he was projected to be like a top player in the NBA, a top two-way player, and then he eventually got sent to the G League, and that was a big, scandal. I don't want to say scandal, but like a big event, I guess you could say. And then, bounced around from team to team, and now finding his home here in Detroit. It's really interesting to see the career of Josh Jackson so far, and I'm happy that he's playing this well so far throughout this regular season. Give it up to Trey Lyles today. Give it up to Trey Lyles today too. He was out there balling. Yeah, man. I really do like Trey Lyles. I just do wish that we see somehow more of Garza. And if that means that we have to take away a few minutes from Lyles, I'm kind of willing to do that, man. Your thoughts on the MSU versus Michigan game today? I don't want to talk about that game at all. I'm a Michigan fan, and I am pissed. All right, I was absolutely upset when I seen that game earlier. So let's not talk about them at all. Go green. Let's freak you, Elton. Freak you. Go blue, bro. Fire freaking Jim Harbaugh. I'm joking. Don't fire Jim Harbaugh. They have more confidence with Cade on the roster instantly. That's all I needed to see. Yeah. As soon as Cade stepped on the floor, it just felt like we had more confidence, more swagger, just more intensity and energy to this team. We need to fire Casey and bring back Stan Van Gundy. I watch it on Stream East. Yeah, that's another website that I forgot to mention that people, what's it called, watch a lot of streams on, NBA games on, I mean. Watching Yo-ish high eating chicken greens and cornbread. That's the way to do it, my mans. I don't do that stuff personally, but hey, enjoy your festivities, I guess you could say. Lance is right. Saban is better than who? Cade Cunningham is bust. Scotty Barnes, best rookie in the draft. Pistons screwed up. Mark, you're wrong about that. Scotty Barnes, I will admit that he's played very, very solid, and he has impressed me so far, but Cade Cunningham, he's not a bust at all. He's not. Kobe was not a starter his rookie season with the Lakers. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Kobe was 17, extremely young. That's why, so that makes sense why they kept comparing Devin Booker, because I believe Devin, he came in at 17 as well, or 18, I forget. Here we go again, another show. Our starting lineup is fantastic, young and energetic, and the ball movement was so fast. This is because of the quality of a combination of shooting and court vision. And that all goes to Troy Weaver, man. The way he specifically built this team is to get guys who are extremely versatile, who can play make for us, who can hit shots, play defensively very, very well, and just overall just be a versatile team. You look at Isaiah Livers, who we picked up. Luka Garza is an offensive player, who can give us a lot of assets to him. He has a lot of assets to his game because he can stretch the floor, he can hit shots, and he can also play inside. So you think about the way that Troy Weaver has built this team, Cade Cunningham. Just look at all the players that he brought to this team, Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, the way that he's built this team, shooting and court vision. Just I completely agree with you, man. All that goes to Troy Weaver, man. I saw someone wearing a Reggie Jackson jersey in the LCA. So what, you were actually at the game, or did you see that on TV? Locked on Pistons starters took control with rebounding defense. Locked on Pistons starters took control with rebounding defense. Oh, so you're saying that's the you want to keep this starting lineup in the future? We should sign Miles Bridges and Bo this offseason. I know a lot of people, every time Miles Bridges says something about Detroit or Michigan just in general, people always talk about, oh, just come to the Pistons, bro. And I do like Miles Bridges, but I don't know if he would want to come to us because, like, he probably does love Michigan. He probably does love Detroit. I mean, he not probably. He does love Michigan, and he does love Detroit, but he's got a good thing going on over there in Charlotte, playing with LaMelo Ball and that team. So if I were him, I would probably stay with the Charlotte Hornets, get a bag. They're probably going to offer him a really big contract this offseason. So, and as far as Bo goes, I don't know, because we have Garza, we have Kelly, and we have Stewart. So I don't know necessarily about Bo. Killian is so bad. A win is a win, even if everyone is struggling. Trade Killian for Kobe White. The Chicago Bulls, they would never accept the trade for Killian Hayes, especially with the team that they have right now. Getting Zach LaVine in the offseason. I mean, not Zach LaVine. Getting DeMar DeRozan in the offseason, Lonzo Ball, Caruso. Yes, I said Caruso playing on the Los Angeles Lakers. Who else did they get? They brought in Vucevic last season. There's no way the Bulls are going to give up Kobe White for Killian Hayes because they're in win now mode right now. And Kobe White, he would help them win more games right now than Killian would. NBA redraft: Scotty Barnes number 1, Evan Mobley number 2, Jalen Green number 3. You are out of your mind, Mark. What the heck? You said Scotty Barnes at number 1. I really do like him, but you got to think about potential, man. And when you look at potential, it's got to be Cade at number 1, Jalen Green number 2, and then I guess you could say Mobley at 3, and then the rest of the guys you could argue about. But I mean, I understand that you a big supporter of Scotty Barnes. I like Scotty Barnes. He's played really well to start out his rookie season, but there's no way you put him at number 1 with the redraft. That's ridiculous, bro. I don't care who better. I'm grateful we got the win. Yeah, man. I'm really happy that, us Detroit Pistons fans got the first win of the night, man. I mean, the first win of the regular season tonight. I love seeing Pistons fans happy. Mark, it's too early to tell the redraft. Yeah, man. It's really too early, bro. K is not that good. Okay. Not that no on the redraft. Send Killian and Beef Stew to the second unit and insert Kelly and Josh to the starting 5. Not right now. You could think about that somewhere down the line later in the regular season, but as of right now, I want to keep Killian Hayes in the starting lineup. I want to see him grow and develop. Ooh, excuse me. I agree with one of the commenters, Simon Bridges. He's averaging 26 per game. I mean, I really do like Bridges. He probably loves – why do I keep saying probably? He does love Detroit. He does love Michigan, but he has a good situation going on right now in Charlotte, and they have the potential to offer him a lot of money this offseason. So I don't really know if he's going to be able to come here. Look at Barnes' stats, bro, 18-8. I still can't get past Stewart being undersized. What are you talking about? Like, you want another big instead of him because of his undersized, or like get another big to help him out? Is that what you're saying? Winning is also part of development, especially against teams like Orlando. Yeah, the Orlando Magic, we should have beat a team like this, definitely. Like, this is not a game that you could have lost, really. If we would have lost this game, I mean, I would have still been happy and all, but I would have been like how do you lose to a team like the Magic? Like, I get losing to the Bulls, I get losing to the Hawks and the 76ers, but losing to the Magic, that would be kind of rough because they are not a good basketball team. They play well. They have a few young players that I really like. Cole Anthony. We'll see what Mo Bamba does this season. And Franz Wagner, he had a new season high tonight. But you can't really lose to a team like the Orlando Magic, man. People are beginning to see I'm right about Killian. The Pistons and KC, they are just bad for the Pistons. K is not that good. No, you're completely wrong. K is that good. Killian is not a bust, and Dwayne Casey, he is a fine coach for right now. We can reevaluate him later down the line, like in the future years. Yeah, Josh Jackson and Killian defense, bro. What the heck, bro? I gotta get that off my screen. Oh my god, man, y'all don't keep roasting me for that, huh? Headline: Pistons starters take control, sit in the fourth quarter. Yeah. I guess you could say that's a big reason why, because our bench mob came through and we really didn't need to see a lot of our starters in the fourth quarter. But I still would have loved to see Killian and K, even though he's on minutes restrictions right now. Let me see. K needs to run our offense. Killian is in his way. My screen froze. Apologies. Sorry, guys. It always does this when I'm live streaming. Okay. Jaleel Okafor gave us Cade Cunningham. Yeah, I guess you could say that. That's a positive thing that he did, but I really hated seeing Okafor on the court last season. Coach Casey was doing minutes restrictions to prepare the young players for the upcoming Bucks games. I mean, maybe you could say that, but actually, I can't even focus on what you just said because your profile picture is Manny, and your name is Manny. I don't know why that is, but it's funny, bro. On Twitter, a Magic fan tweeted that they were 10 times better than the Pistons. So delusional. Yeah, that's delusion at its finest. Right, bro. No comment on the football stuff. Yeah, let's not talk about them right now. Cade is that deal. He is Cade is the real deal. I think that's what you meant to say. Completes many sets. Just watch. He will make a coach look like a genius. A $5 donation from Ricky Bell. Offense needs to be run through Cade. Hayes is not ready to start. Cade will get Grant to play more within the offense. I appreciate that $5 donation, Ricky. And as far as the offense needing to be run through Cade, I mean, as I said, it's just the wait and see type of thing. Just right now, the way that they play, like neither of them needs to have the ball in their hands right now to be effective. And later on the line in the season, we will establish who's the point guard and who's the shooting guard. But as of right now, just let those boys go out there and play. One of them could be the point guard on the play, and then the next play, another guy can be the point guard. So for right now, just let them go out there and hoop, and we'll establish who's the one and the two later down the line in the regular season. And again, thank you for the $5 donation, Ricky. Cade defense was awesome. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Love Detroit. He from Flint. I mean, still, even if you're not from Detroit, you still love Detroit. I mean, what the heck? I know it's multiple guys who go to my school who are from Southfield, and they love Detroit. Like they claim Detroit even if they're not from there. Kobe played with other All-Stars in his rookie year, so he didn't had double teams like Cade had tonight. Cade energy is contagious. Yep. Plus, his court vision is elite. Absolutely. Cade is never in shape. What are you talking about? Cade actually tonight he looked more in shape than he did kind of in the what's this called? The summer league actually. He looked like he didn't miss a step at all. Like besides the rust factor of him not missing his shots, physically, like running up and down the court, he did not look like he was out of shape at all. He looked good, in my personal opinion. That's what I saw. What up, though, my G? I was waiting for your live stream on this. Keep going. Keep it going, my G. Thank you, Big Blue. I appreciate that. Stewart is a backup. If you're talking about in the future, no, I think Isaiah Stewart, he's going to be the starter in the future. I mean, we don't know who we're going to sign in free agency or make trades for, but in the future, Isaiah Stewart, he should be the starter. He just had a rough night tonight because of him being undersized. The Pistons play well. Yep. Why do a person have to be a troll because they don't agree with you for bad NBA players like Killian? You're a troll because you've been following me for like 3 months now, and you constantly say negative things about me. You constantly say negative things about Killian, about Cade, about Dwayne Casey, Jeremy Grant. You've never said anything positive about the Pistons at all, and that's what makes you a troll. If you were giving constructive criticism, saying like, "Oh, Killian, he's missing his shots, but he's a good playmaker," stuff like that, then I can understand, where you're coming from. But you constantly say negative things. You say buzz Cade, buzz Killian. You're a full-blown troll, bro. So that's why I call you a troll. Definitely. You're not a real Pistons fan. If you are, you're just a negative, miserable troll. You think we gonna do what we did to Rick Carlisle to Casey? That's an interesting question. And again, with someone like Dwayne Casey, I don't know right now. I like him right now as the current coach. And later down the line, when the Pistons players start to get really good, that's when you can start, really questioning whether or not Casey's the guy to lead us in the playoffs and championships. Live at the game, and it was awesome. So you were actually there. How loud was it? Because on my TV, it was pretty loud on occasion, like especially when Cade started touching the ball. And actually, every single play when Cade got the ball, the crowd, it appeared on my screen on my TV to get really loud. So, re-comment and let me know game time review. How loud was it actually in the LCA? Killian has a long way to go. He just needs a lot of confidence and will be good. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Cannot wait to talk about it. What, you got a YouTube channel? What are people saying in Killian offensively that makes them believe he has a future as an NBA starter? What do I see on Killian? I mean, what do I see with Killian in offense? I see the playmaking ability, the passing ability is there. Offensive rebounding as well. He has that as well to his game. But in terms of scoring, I understand that he's pretty inconsistent right now. Like tonight's game, he didn't score the ball particularly well. And last game, he didn't score the ball particularly well. He only had one good game really offensively so far, and that was against the Atlanta Hawks. So honestly, if you want to get a full breakdown on Killian Hayes, Go watch my recent video. I posted like 3 or 4 days ago. I did a film breakdown on Killian Hayes, and you can really understand where I'm coming from and my reason why I support Killian. Doing it on the live stream, I could give you a quick synopsis, but if you want to get my full opinions on Killian, go watch my video where I did a film breakdown on him. Cade missed most of training camp, missed all the preseason games, missed the first 4 games of the season. Relax, his shots will go down. That's truth, man. That's absolute truth. I'm from Canton Township. I love the D. Yep. You don't have to be from Detroit to love the Pistons in Detroit, in the city, just in general. Stewart's size doesn't work long time at center. I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's just, you can get other, bring in a Nerlens Noel type defender to help him out. You don't have to replace Isaiah Stewart necessarily. Cade is a complete player. Yeah, he gives you basically everything. You can't really think of a hole in his game. Like, he can shoot the basketball. He playmakes. He plays defense well. He rebounds the basketball. He can score. Like, you can't really pick one hole in this game and say, oh, yeah, that's one area where he really struggles at. Like, Jalen Green, you could pick out him and say, hey, he's not a good defender. But you can't really do that with Cade. Like, you can nitpick and say, oh, he turns the ball over too much. You could say that. But overall, when you look at the totality of his game, he's just a complete player overall. We need to get Grant down the line to small forward, Stewart to power forward, and Garza to center. He's proven effective in tiny minutes he gets each time and ball out in the Summer League L minutes. Why did I say Summer League L? Summer League minutes. He is obviously not in top shape. Really? I didn't really see that tonight. I mean, Cade, in my opinion, tonight, from what I've seen, he looked just as good a shape as I've ever seen him in. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was obviously rusty, but in terms of physically, Cade looked good tonight from what I saw. Defense, fire. Defense really set the tone tonight. Yeah. When he dived for that loose ball, when he was guarding Franz Wagner, and then the crowd really started to, get hype and really started to cheer. D-Lance is a bust. Get these guys to their right positions. Cade and Killian at the guard positions, and are the only thing I like right now. I don't see Bey as a true small forward, as a true NBA small forward either. But didn't Isaiah Stewart, when he played in college at Washington, if I remember correctly, he played the center position there as well. So, and also in high school, from what I remember, he played center there as well. So when you say his right position, just because he's 6'8" or 6'9" or however tall he is, like, his body is built like a power forward, but his whole life it appears that he's played the center position. So I don't know, man. It was stupid loud, definitely, when he hustled for the steal/loose ball. And yeah, I have a channel for sports. Okay, Game Time Review. I'll definitely check you out and watch some of your videos after this. Cade's scoring was off, but his defense was on. His rebounding was there. Cade leadership was there. Yeah, that's another thing that I forgot to say when I was talking about he's an overall really good player. He also has the leadership factor to him as well. Let me see. I missed the game due to NBA pass subscription ending. Dang, bro, that's crazy. You could have watched it on Football Sports or crack streams though. Heck yeah, I like these starters. They won playing their game. Yeah, and also the bench mob as well. They really did help the team win this ball game. I believe we have 40 points from our bench in the I think it was the third or the fourth quarter. I forget. When you have the ball moving from Bey to Grant to Cade, and defenders closing out hard, and the ball ends up with a wide open Killian, he is fine to hit that shot. Killian and Cade together is solid. Still edit being a troll. Nobody is ever glass half full. Yeah, it's just ignore the Pistons haters, the Pistons trolls. Like, I understand if you want to criticize Killian or Cade, you can do that, but once you start saying bust Cade after one regular season game, that's when I know that you're just coming out here to troll. How serious was Cade injury? He needs to play more. We don't really know. They said it was a mild ankle injury, but we'll never truly know. It's weird why they're being secretive about it. I don't really understand. It gave the championship vibe with how loud it was. Got like how loud it got when he got the ball. Yeah, so on my TV, I had the volume at like 70. Like every time I watch Pistons games, I always make sure that I have the volume really loud. So it did sound loud on my TV, but it's really good to hear that it was extremely loud in the building as well. Killian Hayes is a complete scrub overall. What do you think Miami's record will be? I don't know, but if I were to give him like a seeding, like randomly throw a seeding out there, I guess you could say like a 4th seed or 5th seed. I don't know. Never been in here before. What the F are you talking about? Ali Lopez? I don't know what you mean by that. I think the Pistons can sneak into the play-in tournament. I don't know about that, bro. I mean, maybe, but before the season started, I predicted us to have 45 wins and barely miss out on the playoffs. So me personally, I don't see us getting there, but you never know. You never know. Franz did really well. Yeah. Shouts out to Franz Wagner. He's a Michigan guy. He had a season high tonight. So shouts out to him. It was like a playoff vibe with how a lot. Oh, yeah, I already read that comment. Center in college and center in the NBA are not even close to the same thing, bro. What's effective in college doesn't always work out in the NBA. Yeah, but you said his natural position. His natural position is center. In high school, he plays center. In college, he plays center. And in the NBA right now, he's playing center. So if you're talking about his natural position, it is the center position. It's just that is what it is. Even if his body physically doesn't really match that. Let me know where to watch because I'm from Jersey. You can watch it on NBA League Pass. You can watch it on Crack Streams or Fubo Sports or Stream East. Those are the places where you can watch the game if you don't have cable TV or you can't watch it like that. Defense wins the game. Yep, defense wins championships. That's always the saying. You look at the Milwaukee Bucks. They beat the Phoenix Suns in the championship. Why? Because they had defense on their team. Defense always matters, man. Even in today's offensive heavy game, defense still matters. Watch it on Bally Sports. Yeah, that's another place where you can watch it, Bally Sports, but I think that costs money. Cade brings a presence to this team that wasn't there before he arrived. He will always contribute, even if his shot is off, because he can impact a game in all facets. Yeah, even if Cade isn't scoring the ball, he can still playmate for you. He can still rebound, and he could be a leader on the floor for the guys. So Cade, even if he's missing in an area here or there, he will still provide something for you. It's like playing both ways in high school football and then trying that in college. Most people can't because college is next level and the NBA, and the NBA is basketball is the same deal. Pistons build championships for other teams. Spencer Dinwiddie and KCP has the Wizards on target for a Bucks-like run. Why does the Pistons leftover succeed everywhere else? I know people always say that, but people never want to mention Stanley Johnson. We let him go and he didn't become anything. Did Jordan Bone become anything? Henry Ellison? Like, it always kind of irritates me when people be like, oh, look at all the players that y'all missed out on. Oh, Spencer Dinwiddie. Stanley Johnson is nothing. Henry Ellison is nothing. People don't want to mention them, but they always want to mention, Spencer Dinwiddie and Chris Middleton and everybody else. So I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I think about the other guys who we've let go of and they've become absolutely nothing on other teams. Let me see. 6'8" in college works okay, but with Grant at power forward, we're always going to get dominated on the boards and the paint in general due to the lack of height and vertical. And that's what I said earlier in terms of like that will be an issue. I'll completely agree with you. And the way to fix that issue is you can either help defense, can help them out in the post, or you can get out there and get another big body center in the future down the line and help them out. You can do either one of those things. Let me see. Oops, my bad. Do you like the Memphis center Jalen Duren? I don't know too much about him right now, so I can't really comment on that. If we're talking about future pickups for the Pistons in the future, we would have to like as you guys seen when I did last year, I usually wait till about when the season is over like 2-3 months down the line. That's when I start doing college basketball videos. So the Pistons are a good defensive team. Let me see. But I'm about to end the stream. I've been going on for 1 hour and 15 minutes now. Thank you for everybody who tuned in, donations, the likes, everything. I appreciate everybody who came through. Shouts out to Cade Cunningham, the first game, the first win for the Pistons tonight. Much love to everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll put out a breakdown video. What else do I have to say? I think I've said everything. So yeah, I'm happy. Pistons got the win. Freak Michigan State, go U of M. Fire freaking what's his name? Jim Harbaugh. That's a joke, obviously. Don't fire Jim Harbaugh. But what else do I have to say? Yeah, I'm about to go record my video and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So peace out.